100 yards in, so just going with the 56. Bounce it short, try and roll it up to the pin. Second hole, 130 yards to the green, so going with the pitch and wedge. Hole 3 is 415 metres from the yellow markers into the 1 today, so probably playing about 450 yards. Looks like I may have to skip this hole. Greenkeepers have just moved on to the green, and they could be there a while. So I'll just move on to the fourth hole. Fourth hole, 376 metres, roughly about 400 yards. There's a deep slope about 220 down, straight downhill. So I'm going to try and hit a driver onto the 1 nice and low and see if we can get down. Up too low. So just made it slightly down the slope. Flag seems to be front left of the green. Currently have about 170 and there's a bit of a wind, so I'm just going to go with a 7-iron. Finished up in the front of the green, or just off the front. A lot of people would putt from here. I prefer to chip, so it's 56. Fifth hole in Staban, first par 5, roughly about 500 yards. So starts off, fairway goes up here, and then it comes right across to here, and then back up towards the pin again. So the line is roughly over here with the driver. See if we can do it. Slightly cut that. So the ball has just ran off to the right of the fairway into the semi-rough. Aim here is just 8-iron, try and get it over the edge of the trees and back into play. Got a little lucky there, a couple of feet to the right. I was in behind the tree. I have 120 to the green, so I'm going to try and punch a gap wedge in there. So on a 3 birdie putt, don't know if you can see, but there's a little slope right here, downhill slope. You would think it would add pace to the putt, but it doesn't really. Sixth hole, playing 309 today. This is drivable when the one's behind. The line here is this tree over here. So you want to try and keep it high on the fairway. Give a good look at the green, as most of it drops left to right. Okay. 70 yards to go, bit of a tricky position with the tree. Two options: can chip it out, let it run down, but there's a very big slope at the front that'll carry the ball way to the back or further, or possibly come up short. So I'm gonna go with a 60, open the club face and try and get over the tree and hopefully land just short. So just off on the fringe, gonna try and get 2 putts. A lot of debris on the green that I can't be asked. So just to show what I meant by debris. All this rubbish. So the birdie on the 6th takes me back to level par. Most of my more common faults is every time I get a birdie, I normally bogey a hole straight after. So focus here is just try and get away with a par. 7th hole, 152 to the middle, 166 to the back. My focus here is try and hit the green and get away with 2 putts. So going with 8 iron. One slightly off the right under the face. Get up. Got that kind of. As we can see, that was a pretty horrible shot. Missed the green right and actually short as well. So aim is chip and putt. Don't have enough room for the 56, so I'm going to try and get it up close with the 60. So it should roll left to right, so you have a few feet left to the front. Good. As per usual, after a birdie we're fighting for a par, so a little bit of 20 footer here for par. So after that horrible par 3 and a bogey, puts us back to 1 over. Eighth, one of the hardest holes in the course as a par 3. When playing from the tips can be anything up to a 5 iron or 2 iron with the wind. One's slightly behind off the left today. It's 175 to the middle. My only focus here is the front. So all you want to do is get up over the front. It's 160, so just to be safe, going with 7 iron. So I came up just short on the hill. Didn't go through that 7 iron at all, so let myself a tricky chip. 60 degree, not much green to work with. So again, just try and get it on there close. Myself a tricky little 7-8 footer, slightly right to left. So this is the 9th hole, nicest hole on the course by far. As you can see, river left and all this right. So on this hole you really need to hit the fairway. A lot of people come here and will hit an iron down there. It's not the longest of holes at 330, but I'm more confident with my driver than any other club, so I always go driver. Works most of the time, not all the time. So I'm going to go with driver here. So just right side of the middle of the fairway, 70 yards left. The greens are solid at the moment, so basically what we're trying to do is just land it on the front and hopefully it'll stop near the hole. This should be a birdie opportunity. So back to 1 over, thanks to that second shot. Second par 5, last par 5 also. It's 490, one slightly behind off the left. So target line here is this tree. So we just went on the heavy rough, 210 to the green, no point even trying to be a hero. So I'm just going to take a pitching wedge and just try and get it over these trees here. Yep. So thanks to the smart play, left myself 94 yards to the middle of the green. Flag slightly at the back, but as I say, the greens are very hard, so it's going to bounce and roll up hopefully. So hopefully bounce it just on the front of the green. Decent shot on, just rolled off to the right on the fringe, just going to put it. So 2 birdies on a row there, takes me back to level par. Hole 11, 373 through the middle. Flag looks like it's at the front. One in the face off the right, going to aim up the left, naturally will roll down right in it. So second shot at 11 again, wind in the face off the right. Flag looks to be front or middle, probably middle. 145 to the middle. Gonna go with a 9 iron. In the front of the green, horrible two putt to try and see it. Hole 12, par 3, strong one left to right. Slightly, I don't know if it's half an hour against it, to be honest. Soft pitching wise. Just went slightly back to the back of the green. Probably should have hit gap waves there. So another hard 2-putt par. So 13th hole, par 4, 375 to the middle. Coming off 2 bogeys, 2 birdies, then 2 bogeys again. And more importantly, 11 and 12, 3 putts. So I'm trying to get a birdie. Drive up the left side of the fairway, left with 140 to the middle, pins tucked in behind the bunker. Serious wind in the face, so I'm going to go with a 9 and try and keep it low. Didn't connect with that correctly at all, just left myself on the fringe, so I'm just going to chip this. Okay. Double for par. Well, that escalated quickly. Double bogey on 13, which leaves me 4 over for the last 3 holes. So currently sitting 4 over. 14th hole, stroke index 2. Currently playing 360 with a tricky gain. So another great drive at 14. It's left me with 91 yards. I'm going to go with a 60 degree, one slightly helping. Flag looks to be back left. Again, another tricky 2 putt. So 15th hole, 245 to the middle, goes up towards the house in the background, then a sharp dogleg right. So you're probably talking 220 to the end of the fairway. 2 ways you can play it. You can go with an iron, play safe up the middle with the chip and putt, or you can build in like me and go with a 3-wood, try and reach the green. Great line. Let's see where she ends up. So we just come up short of the green, about 30 yards to the pin. So just going to try and chip one up there close, try and get a birdie. So nice birdie there on 15, gets me back to 3 over. 16th hole, par 3, one slightly helping off the right, 175 to the middle. Gonna go with an 8 iron. If it lands short, it should bounce off. Ended up just short left. If it had a stage straight, probably wouldn't have been far off. Awkward little chip. Seventeenth hole, par 4, 430 yards. Going with driver, still currently 3 over. Uh, 170 to the middle, 150 to the front, one slightly helping. Just going to go with a 9 iron. Hopefully try and get it down there. Worked out pretty well. I think it landed short and just bounced down the hill. So there's a hill just in front of the green. So I think I must have skipped down after that. But putting for birdie. Eighteenth hole, 370 yards into the wind. Just try and hit a fairway and get to the green. Up the left hand side. Second shot from the semi. Must have clipped a tree. I'm not sitting too bad. 150 to the middle. One slightly in the face. Gonna go with an 8 iron. Try and get up to the back.